So, welcome back to this channel, IBMI classes. I'm creating this video to have a session on joins in DB2. So, I got a request from some users that we had a video on this join in Hindi audio, but I should uh, record this in English as well. So, let's start. We will start from definition of join. So what is join actually? So here suppose we basically do select from one table. So if you want to select the data from multiple tables, more than one tables you can say, then we need to join those tables. So for that purpose we are using join operation. Now since we know that we can use select clause to retrieve the data from the join tables, which are more than one or two tables. So finally the result will be in a row. Suppose we are joining table 1 and table 2, and now matched we will be getting the records in a format of row. So all the records from table 1 and table 2 will be in a format of row. So and the another thing is that those retrieval from the join tables is based on the condition we specify, or we can say that the columns we have given for the um, join specification, or the columns which are common in both the tables. So this is the thing. Now there are multiple types of join, like first is inner join, and the second one is the outer join. Now what is inner join? So if we do apply inner join on two tables, then we will be getting the records which are matched in both the tables based on the join condition. So the records which are not matched in table 1, either table 1 or table 2, will not be retrieved using inner join. So using inner join we will be getting the um, matched records. Now using outer join we will be getting the result of the inner join plus. So we will be getting the matching records plus the entries which are not coming uh, in the result of inner join, means which are left aside. Now that can be from the table 1 or from the table 2 or from both the tables. So based on that there are further categories of outer join, like left join, right join and full join. So we are either, we can say, left outer join, right outer join or full outer join. So or we can say left join, right join or outer join, full join, which are basically a outer join. So in left join we will be getting the inner join result plus the records from the left table. In right join we will be getting the inner join result plus the record from the right table. In full join we will be getting the inner join result plus the records which are not coming into the inner join result from the left table plus right side table. So this is the basic difference between these two. Now let's start. So this is a STR session, and I have created two tables. Select star from table 1, TBL1. So we have two columns in TBL1, table 1, name and ID. Now in table 1 we have 5 records of IDs 1 to 5. 1 2 3 4 5, and name 1, name 2, name 3, name 4, name 5. Now the same way we have taken another table, table 2, where we have column address and ID. Now we can see that the ID column is matching in both the tables. Now in first table we have ID and name, in the second table we have ID and address. Now I just want to join those two tables, and I want to get the whole results of I want to get the result of ID, name and address from both the table. Now what I'll do, I'll be using the join here. Now we can again see that here we have ID 3 and 4 which is matching in table 1, because in table 1 we have IDs 1 2 3 4 5. So 3 and 4 are common in both the tables, and 6 and 7 ID is here which is not present in table 1, but 1 2 and 5 are the IDs which are present in table 1, not in table 2. Now just apply the join. Select star from table 1. So I am selecting the record from the table 1, then applying the inner join. First is the inner join on table 2. So selecting all the columns from table 1, inner join table 2 and table 2. So for joining the two tables we will be using the inner join and on clause. So on clause is basically to specify the conditions, just as the where clause. We simply use the where clause in the simplest SQL statements. Here we use on clause. So in on clause we will be writing the column names, specifying the column names for the joining condition. So from table 1 dot id equals to table 1 dot id, table 2 dot id. So we are joining these two tables based on the ID column, because that column is common in both the tables. So that's why we are able to apply the join operation in these two tables. Now if we press enter, so we can see that we are getting two rows after applying the inner join, because ID 3 and 4 is common in both the tables. So we are getting name, ID from table 1 and address and ID from table 2. So if we want to remove this ID from table 2, we just want ID, name and table 1. So we can specify here the column names, name, ID, address. So we will be getting this. Now for example, in the join operation we are getting these two rows and I just don't want that name 4 would be there. So what I can do is, so I got the matched rows, but out of those matched rows I just want that name 4 would not be there, and then I can apply this one. So name is in table 1, table 1 dot name equals not equals to name 4. Now I am only getting the name 3 which is corresponding to the ID 3. So we can do this as well. Now for example, I'm getting the results like this 3 and 4. I just want to apply the order by clause here. So what I am doing, take F4 and in order by fields I am using the ID as order by clause. So I'm using descending because it is the result is already in ascending order. So now I'm getting 4 and 3. The order would be 4 and 3 in descending order. So this is the concept of inner join, where we will be getting the matched rows from both the tables. Now I'm going to give the demo of outer join. So in outer join we will be getting the result of the inner join, which are the matched records from both the table, plus the records which are not coming into the result of inner join, either from table 1 or table 2 or from both the table, based on the join conditions. Now in outer join we have three types of join. So which are left, right or the full join. Now we are using right join, left join. Select star from table 1 and using left join, table 2 on table 1 dot id equals to table 2 dot id. So now I am getting the result of the inner join, which is common in both the table, that is 3 and 4. So we can see that name and id, name, address and id are there, so the values are present there. And we are also getting the result from the result of those rows from the left table, because we have used the left join. So we will also be getting the result rows from the left table which are not coming into the result of inner join. So 1 2 3 4 5. So in left table, select star from table 1. We have IDs 1 2 3 4 5. So 3 and 4 are coming into the inner join results because they are matched with the table 2 records. 1 2 and 5 are not matched. So now using left join, we will also be getting 1 2 and 5. Now we can see that in address and ID field we are seeing dash, which is representing the null value because we have not got the matching row in table 2 for these rows. So if we have gotten that, we would be getting the result in the inner join as well. So that's the reason we are getting null. So suppose we don't want to get the null value and we want to get a default value for suppose for character it is blank, and for IDs, that address and IDs which is a decimal, so for IDs is 0. So what I will do, I'll just select all the columns, for example this one. Now I'll do, because we have used the left join, so we will always having the value in table 1 dot name and table 1 dot id. So we may have chances that table 2 dot address or table 2 dot id may have null values because we would not be having the matching rows in table 1 for that. So for that purpose, what we are doing, we are using the coalesce function here. So using coalesce function, if there is any null value in this column, we will be having the blank value. So if table 2 dot address is null value, then it will change it to blank, right? And for table 2 coalesce, so for table 2 dot id, which is the decimal integer value, so in case if it is null, then it will change it to 0. Now if I press enter, so we can see that earlier we are getting the null values in these three rows for IT 1 2 and 5 for the left join operation, because we have not found the matching row in the right hand side table because we have selected the left join operation, which is selecting the inner join results 3 and 4 matching records plus the records which are not coming into the result from the left table. Sure. So now we have converted them to blank or 0 using this function. Now for example, now I have discussed inner join and left join. I think that you have understood very well. Now I'll be discussing the right join. So first I'll see the data in table 1. Table 1 have records 1 2 4 3 4 5 and table 2 have records 3 4 6 7. So we will be getting the result 3 4, which is a result of inner join, and 6 7 as well, because we are selecting the right join here. So select star from table 1 dot table 1 right join table 2 on table 1 dot id equals to table 2 dot id. So we are getting the results as 3 4, which are coming from the inner join result, plus the records which are not coming into the inner join result from the right hand side table, means table 2. So we are getting 6 and 7 as well, row 6 and 7 as well. For those rows, we are not having the matching row in table 1, the left hand side table, so we are getting null. So the same way we can do here, we can make them as blank or null using coalesce function. Coalesce name would be in characters, so I'll be using blank for name, comma, take F4, ID, it can also be null, so take shift F3, insert coalesce. So for this I'll be using 0 if null, comma, so this cannot be null address and ID from table 2 because we have used the right join. So now we are getting blank and 0 for the null values. So this is the right join operation. I think you have better understand this operation. Now you have the command over inner join, left join and the right join. Now I am going to tell you the full join. Now what it will do, it will have the result of the inner join, means from table 1 and table 2 having the matching records 3 and 4 plus the records from the table 1 which are not coming into the result, or the record from the table 2 which are not coming into the result. Now we will be having the values 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, where 3 and 4 are from match inner join, and 1 2 5 6 7 will be from full join. Now what I'm doing, select star from table 1 dot table 1 full join table 2 on table 1 dot id equals to table 2 dot id. Now we can see that we have selected all the rows from left table, and this is from left table, and this is from right table, and from right table, and we have the result of the inner join which is matching in both the tables. So the rows which are not matched in the right table, for the left for these rows which do not have the matching rows in the right table, table 2, they have the null values. We can see this one and this one, dash 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 dash, and dash 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 here also. And for the rows in table 2, from that is the right table, we do not have the matching rows in table 1 in the left table, so we have null records here. So we can also use the class function here to remove all those null values. So here we will be applying coalesce function on all the columns, because we can have null values either from either of the fields. There may be chances that the rows in the left table, that is table 1, may not be have the matching row in the right table, or there may be chances that the right table having some rows which do not have the matching rows in the left table. So for that purpose we will be using coalesce on all the field here, which we didn't do in left or right join operation. So for name it would be blank, for ID this one, 2F3, insert coalesce. For ID the null value, if there is null value we will be having the 0 value. For address, shift F3, insert coalesce. We will be having the blank value if null. For ID again in table 2 we will be having the 0 value in case null. So this is causing the issue. We have used dot in place of comma. Now we can see that we have the inner join result name 3 and name 4, which is matching in both the table. So both the tables have, so here we do not have any null value for 3 and 4 id in both the table columns. For 1 2 and 5, which are present in the left table, table 1, we do not have any matching rows in the right table, so we are getting the null values, but now we are getting the blank or 0 because we have used the Colase function. And from the rows 6 and 7, which are present in right table, table 2, do not have the matching rows in table 1. So we are, earlier we are getting the null values in this one, and now we are getting the blank values. So we can see that here we are seeing Colase function name, so we are not getting the table exact table names here. So what we are doing, take shift F3 here. For the column 1, it is name, so we will be giving the alias name as name, as name, as id, as address, as id. So now we are getting the correct name for the columns. So this is the demo for the inner join. For the outer join, now outer join have different categories: left join, right join, and full join. So I think I've explained each and everything um, here in this topic, and that's all in this video. Thank you and have a nice time.